by part. And when they do go away, more benefit than just Iran, it would appear.
Well, that's right. In the final pages of this 159-page text is a list of companies and individuals who will have decades-old sanctions lifted against them. Now, near the bottom of the last page is a known nuclear proliferator, Gerhard Weisser, who was part of the notorious AQ Khan network. This is a photo of Khan from 2010, and it was his group that provided Iran with the enrichment technology in the first place. And earlier this year, one day after the framework was agreed, another notorious member of the AQ Khan network, Bahari Saeed Abu Tahir, was also taken off the sanctions list. The State Department says that all of this is a coincidence, but on a personal note, having been in Iraq in the late 90s when we had the last big inspection procedure of weapons facilities, it is, I can tell you, no picnic unless you get cooperation from the host country, and that is one of the big unknowns here, Shep.
Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.
This deal could mean more Iranian oil hitting global markets in addition to oil, food, and some other goods. So exactly what? For that, we turn to Sarah. What you got?
All right, so obviously oil's being talked about a lot. It's at a low today.
Well, bring it down, Houston.
So when sanctions ease next year, it could slightly bring down the prices for Americans. Restrictions on U.S. trade and investment, according to the administration, will remain in place. However, there are a few notable exceptions with things like food. So, for instance, pistachios. Iran and the U.S. are the world's largest producers of pistachios.
Delicious.
They are delicious. Everyone loves pistachios. So we might be seeing, some price changes there. The prices have been high recently.
They're not cheap, no.
No, they aren't. Also, caviar. I had no idea Iran is known for some delicious caviar. Saffron, also, Iran has a great environment for growing the crop.
Also expensive.
Exactly. So we may be able to import some saffron, and also carpets, Persian rugs. Washington Post noted that the U.S. used to be the largest importer of Iranian-made Persian rugs. So the weavers over there must be thrilled. As far as exports go, the civilian plane equipment, including passenger planes, is on that list. And Iran's airline may be able to import those planes. However, the administration noted they have a really terrible safety record. So the transportation minister of Iran actually said last month that they need to replace up to 400 planes in the next decade. So that could potentially mean business for American companies there as well.
All right. Sounds not horrible. Thank you, Sarah.